Everyone, welcome back to 5-Day Crypto. We're going to look at Bitcoin today on a little bit bigger chart. Yesterday we looked at the daily. Today we're zoomed out to the weekly. And I had a question in my Telegram group. If we have closed, because I've been harping on, if we close a candle under this top closing candle back in 2017, that was in 19,378. If we close a weekly candle under that, the odds would go way up that, we test our next support level, which would be down here, like it or not. That's just based on TA. Our next support levels down in this area between 11 to 12K, somewhere in that area. However, does that mean for sure that we're going down there? Of course not. Did we actually technically did we close under there? Well, yes, we closed at 19,291, at least on Coinbase, whatever exchange you're looking at. That can vary a little bit here and there. But having said that, did we really close under that? Well, technically, yes, but a lot of people would argue that that's really right at support, right? You could even draw just one single line and you don't see the candles closing one way or another. And I like to use that because you want a decisive close, right? If we would have closed at, 18K or 17K, hey, definitely broken structure, and that, yes, the odds would go way up. However, I think you could argue that this is basically have touched so far off of perfect support, right? Just minor, I would say that's minor support. Really, this is not a big level, right? The big level's down here. The most touch points that you can get is the greater support level. And you have a bunch. I mean, right here, you could just move this line down. How many times does this run into each other, right? There's several weeks there. There's, you could say many weeks there and more weeks again here, right? So this is the bigger level. This is a much bigger level for support-wise than, way up here. And this, although it technically broke it by price by a few dollars, how many times have you heard people over the past several months, argue that this is a double top, right? And yes, you could potentially argue that that's a double top. So if you're going to argue that that's a double top, I would say that this could certainly be considered as holding support so far, right? So go with me on that. Now, having said that, what are the odds of us reversing to the upside and the bottom is in? Well, although the bottom could be in, that's not the odds. That's all you have to do in crypto is play the odds. There's no certainties in crypto, but uncertainty. All right, so getting back to before we derailed there for a second, could we hit a V-shaped recovery? Highly unlikely, right? I think everyone's probably in that boat at this point. Not only that, you got major resistance up ahead, kind of up in here, right? That was the support we were looking to hold, way back when, right in here, right? Back in May, that's where we wanted to hold. And so when we go back and revisit, 30K to 32K, that will be the next level. And you could even draw that zone, way up to like 37, right? You could draw, remember how many times, if you've been in crypto during all of this, you'll probably remember these kind of levels, these 37.5, 36, 35, all these lows we were looking at, these lows. So this is a huge zone we have to get through, and highly unlikely that we're just going to blast right through that, like we did back in the pandemic era, right? This is a black swan event, and black swan events, happen both ways, right? Unlikely we're going to get that. More likely, trending sideways for several months. Are we going to go lower, right? That's anyone's guess. The odds were probably there, right? Any kind of rally, you'd want to watch your bigger EMAs on the weekly scale for sure. Weekly EMA 8, exponential moving average 8, is in the red. That will be probably step one. That will probably hit that if we get a rally sometime in the next week or two. Zooming in here, right? The 200-week SMA, simple moving average, currently 22.6, probably going to remain relatively around there, right? That one's not going to change much. The EMA 8 moves fastest out of all these, right? The lower ones, the lower numbers, let's do simple jack math here. The lower numbers move faster than the higher numbers. Does that make sense? Right? It's easier to change the EMA 8 than it is the EMA 200, okay? So simple jack math. All right. Trademarked and shirted. T-shirt coming. All right. So having said that, could this be just a week, 1 week rally? Yes, of course. Could we go higher? Of course, right? Anything's possible, but the odds are still that this is only temporary and we have more sideways or down to go. Why do I say that? Look no farther than what we briefly touched on yesterday. The damn bullish DXY, right? So we've been following this for a long time. We've broken out almost, I mean, textbook kind of breakout retest structure here, right? We hit our highs, broke out, come back, retest, and then go. If this was a coin, an altcoin or Bitcoin, you know, you'd want to be in this one, right? But unfortunately, when the DXY is rocking, crypto is dropping. Okay, so we have to keep that in mind. Unlikely, I mean, highly unlikely, underlined, italicized, highlighted, triple stamps these, no reverses. If the DXY is rocketing up, crypto is just in handcuffs, tetherballed, chain-balled, steel-balled, chain-linked, not the crypto, down at the bottom of the ocean. We're not going anywhere. If the DXY is looking this bullish, this should all just be, we're playing in the sandbox, right? It can be fun for a while. Sooner or later, someone's getting some sand in their eyes, okay? And get ready. The DXY has got 2 fisticuffs, okay? So this is why, right? It's the highest it's been in 20 years with no signs of stopping, right? You might say, well, look how high it is. It can't keep going like that. Oh, yeah? Let's go. I invite you to look back yonder, way yonder. We're deep in the south now. Look how long this remained bullish. Any pullbacks should be looked at to test and hold either the 8-week EMA or the 21-week EMA, right? Once we start breaking that, then we might have a chance of crypto and Bitcoin to start going higher. But so far, we're just getting started. It looks like to me our next resistance level, which I'm glad you asked, is way the hell up here, right? I mean, let's look yonder, right? There's our next, there's what's in here? Nothing. This is the black abyss, right? If you still have trouble seeing that, I mean, flip it around, right? Pretend, you know, invert the chart. Where would you draw? Where would you think this is going, right? Down here. That's, I mean, we have a ways to go. If DXY is here, you should be eyes wide open that, you know, crypto could drop further, right? Any kind of bull market for crypto is a bearish market for the DXY and vice versa, right? Look at any crypto golden time. You know, you should be well familiar with all these, right? So DXY, which way is it going? Down. Which way was crypto going? Yoink. DXY, crypto's going, or, you know, DXY is going down. Crypto's going up. DXY, crypto's going up. Which way are we going? Okay. Simple jack math, right? Let's just keep that in mind and not get too far ahead of ourselves when you see little price bumps. So do I think this rally is real or is the bottom in? You know, I've seen a lot of people online say, yeah, we're getting ready to enter our next bull phase. No, no. You should probably run away from people that are thinking deterministically about that. Anybody that's too deterministic on anything in life, especially trading, yikes, okay? So hopefully this is helping someone out there. If it helps one person, it's well worth making. So thumbs up if you haven't already. Follow us, Twitter, Telegram, Patreon, all that good stuff. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Let's get to the quote of the day. Laws are like sausages. It's better not to see them being made. So I get the sausage part. You don't want to ever see how that shit's made. And if you want to eat less meat or become vegetarian, I invite you to YouTube right now after this video and go type that in. Pretty disgusting. But laws, why don't you want to see laws being made? I'm trying to rack my brain. What are they doing there? Car of the day, the Lambo without Lambo doors. The Huracan Performante in Verde Scandal. My favorite color. Chartreuse. We call it chartreuse in the Americas. But yeah, this is Performante, so a little bit tuning, a little bit faster. If I was going to buy a Lambo without Lambo doors, which why would you? It'd be this one. So I got the model here, and there it is, the Performante. And you know, they didn't make this color in this model, otherwise I'd have it. Why did he get red? He said his favorite color. They didn't make it. Okay, get off my case. All right, I'll see you on the next video. Hopefully you liked it. If you didn't, you've already clicked off way long ago. So appreciate you.